Meanwhile, let's check in with Jordan Peterson. He seems to be having an ongoing nervous breakdown. And here it's evidenced by him dressing like Willy Wonka. Unclear whether he's in the middle of a Willy Wonka production.
I should tell you about my suit first. Maybe you care about that. Maybe you don't. The first thing you need to know is these are tiny Elon Musk heads. And this is a Twitter suit. In the lining here, there's a bunch of comments from Twitter about another suit this company made for me. This company is LGFG. And they came to me a couple of months ago and asked me if I wanted them to make me some suits, one for each of the rules from 12 Rules for Life. And they sent a little deck of creative ideas. And they were very creative, and so I thought, well, sure, why not? And so they've been working extremely hard and extremely creatively to make me these crazy suits, and so it's been kind of fun to wear them. Turns out I like this. I didn't think I would necessarily, this kind of powder blue with beige, but it seems to be real nice.
What a fancy lad.
So it's fun.
No, all right.
It's weird. Like,
well, at least it's for charity. No, I mean, at least it's for his self-promotion.
Right, like, and it's so, like, the supplicant way, like, all these guys are pro-Elon, like, is so embarrassing, because, like, I saw this other clip with Jordan Peterson where they also have to do this dance where they don't take climate change seriously, so it's like, well, I think he was good that he got the electric vehicles out there. Now, whether we need to actually do that is an open question, but...
Yeah, just it's like an interesting technological thing.
Yeah, just fancy to have a new toy to play with.
Exactly. I mean, the amount of, like, sort of, like, bashing of electric cars that went on for years from these people. Unbelievable. All right, let's read some IMs. Got a little bit of time here. I don't think we're going to get phone calls today.
Do you remember Matthew Lesko, the guy who's like...
Yes, with the questions? Like, yeah.
Jordan Peterson just should be like the IDW version of that, where it's like, clean your room more. It's not like get like sort of grants.
I'll tell you what, we're going to do phone calls. Just we'll take 2 calls. Lawn gnomes, not sure if it'll come up in the interview, but can you ask about credit scores and mass collection without the ability to opt out? Well, yeah, that's what's happening. I appreciate that. Got the links. Sam Tightpants. House Republicans will motion to adjourn until tomorrow. All right, okay, got to update that. How many votes until Santos starts telling his constituents he's Speaker of the House as Northern Spy? That's pretty good. Come off link. Happy Friends Day Wednesday, folks. Here in Britain, the leader of the Liberal Democrats has been lecturing the Tories about austerity. If you are part of the Liberal Democrats, then you don't get to lecture anyone about austerity after your party spent 5 years in coalition with the Tories, enabling the Tory agenda in Parliament. With your party's current leader being part of the cabinet during those 5 years, you helped bring it all about. Also, how do the folks who think unfettered capitalism will solve poverty respond to the fact that the markets dipped after Lula vowed to eliminate poverty in Brazil? I mean, look, I want to remind everybody this. I almost feel like we should open the show every day with this. In 2021, into 2022, because of the America Cares Act, passed in, early March of 2021, $2.3 trillion.
It was March 2020.
March 2020.
Like right after kind of COVID hit stateside, yeah.
We were able to cut child poverty in this country by somewhere between 35 and 40%. We did that. It wasn't overnight, but it was pretty close. It was between congressional elections.
Sessions, yeah.
We cut child poverty almost in half. And then we decided,
that's too much entitlement.
Let's go back. Let's go back to 100% child poverty. Or whatever the figure, not literally.
100% what we had.
100% of what we had. Let's just return to that.
And Manchin was clear, like, this creates a culture of entitlement.
We as a country, and yes, it was Manchin standing in front of this, and maybe Sinema. And Biden, I think, at the very least tactically made some huge mistakes. And there were attempts by other Democrats to revive it in the omnibus bill. But as a country, in terms of like our population, in terms of the media, in terms of all our institutions, we made a collective decision in the same way we make a collective decision to go to war. I know it's not a one-to-one thing. To basically say, we're okay with child poverty. I mean, if we were able to eliminate 35 to 40% of child poverty, and remember, the response from the Republicans was Dr. Seuss is being, there are 7 Dr. Seuss books that are no longer in print. That was their response to the passage of that bill. If as a society we're able to make that decision to eliminate 40% of child poverty, and then we make the same decision to like, that was fun, but good to know that we can. People need to understand that like if you want a better example to talk to people about how effed up our politics are and just our values as a country, we made the political decision to stop doing what we were doing that diminished child poverty by almost half. That's a political decision. We have child poverty in this country, and I think you can extend this to really everything that we have in this country. The amount of unhoused people, poverty at large, the amount of people who are uninsured medically. I mean, you can go on and on. But this is really concrete. This is like we have an experiment. We did it. How hard would it be to have, let's say, child poverty? Turns out, not that hard. Not that hard. We did it. And then we just decided, we're not going to. These things exist in society, not because our economy this or economy that, or the laws of physics or blah, blah, whatever it is, or it's impossible to address this. It's because we, as a country, make a decision that we're okay with it. That's it. That's it. That's it. We've just made that decision.